Today, my top 10 most wanted GI Joe figures for Classified, but with a twist. Well, hello there everybody, I'm Photo Dave and this is Toypixx, and whether this is your first or 100th time on the channel, Toypixx is about helping you and helping me get a whole lot better at our action figure photography. So if that sounds cool to you, go ahead and click subscribe while I describe what's going on with this video. Now, we're talking action figures again, less about photography, but here's the deal. The reason we talk about GI Joe Classified is they look so good in front of the lens and under the light, so I like to talk about them a lot. Yeah. So, the twist I mentioned in the intro is these are going to be my top 10 most wanted GI Joe figures for Classified, but after the A Real American Hero era, because let's be honest, if it were up to Lenny, he would knock out everyone from 82 to 94, so I'm not even going to bother with that. In Lenny I trust. P.S. Lenny, I really want that stalker with the kayak. Let's make that happen. But, anywho, the other twist I have on this is I am using all new characters. None of the characters that we saw from A Real American Hero are in this list. So, these are 10 characters that didn't appear in A Real American Hero, but did appear afterwards in the G.I. Joe lore. That's right, lore. So let's get to it. Up first, and because the Dreadnoks always need some love, we have Burnout. Yeah, he's from the Spy Troops line. Now, Burnout is a Dreadnok, but here's the catch with Burnout. He was the only Dreadnok that actually had real-life skills, it seems. The man could have been an engineer, but instead, he decided to go all Mad Max and join Zartan's little crew. Well, that's one of those life choices that maybe you just choose poorly, or maybe he's having a blast. I don't know, but I can tell you what would be a blast: getting Burnout in classified form. Next up, we have Crosshair. At a time when G.I. Joe's proportions were wacky and styles were a little out of left field beyond just Cobra. Totally cool with Cobra having left field designs, but Joe's. Anywho, Crosshair showed up, complete with ghillie suit. Ghillie suit? Healy suit? Gila monster? Guess what? I didn't look that up, but it added that little bit of realism. You give the man a sniper rifle, you give him the whole green camo look, and you've got yourself a pretty sweet, though somewhat generic Joe, but at the time, he was necessary, and on our shelves, he would also be necessary. You like how I tied that together? It was a loose knot. Next up, we have the toughest of the Toxo Vipers, Heavy Water Troopers. Yeah, don't mess with these guys. They have suits that make it so radiation doesn't even get in. At least in theory. These were designed by Destro, I'm sure, and Cobra Commander doesn't like to spend a lot of money, at least when you look at all the faulty equipment he's had in cartoons and various other media. Now I'm just making stuff up. The fact is, I don't know much about this guy. I just want Lenny to take a crack at him so I can put him on my shelf. There aren't many figures that I would say to Lenny and the team, hey guys, if you just made this figure bigger, I'd be totally cool. But I have to say, the Jungle Viper from the Pursuit of Cobra line is one of those figures. Look at this thing. He's got all the crazy tech going out, that's crazy tech, that's supposed to hide him in the jungle, make it just come over him a little bit. He's got the huge long rifle, that stuff going all over him makes him look camouflaged. There's just not much you could do to improve this guy. Now, on one hand, I look at it and I think this dude's design perfection, but on the other hand, I'm not a toy designer, and maybe the Joe team could maybe make some improvements, but if they couldn't and they just upscaled him, I'd be good with that. Next up is everyone's favorite Cobra doctor that you indeed love to hate. We have Scalpel. Now, Scalpel got his degree from a small college that advertised on the back of a magazine. He worked with practical experience with a clinic that was illegal, and it basically patched up a whole lot of gang members. So yeah, he did that. He really digs his work working for Cobra, but the people that he operates on, they tend to have complaints about his bedside manner. He has a nervous little giggle when he's working on them that I like to think goes like, but I don't know, maybe not. Plus, look at him, and his name's Scalpel. Longtime fans of GI Joe that continued collecting the line even after a real American hero could not get enough of Shadow Tracker, and can you tell me why? I can tell you why I can't get enough. That thing's sweet! We need that. We need that. We need that yesterday. We need Shadow Tracker. I don't know what else I can really say. I would like some more hands, of course, maybe an alternate head sculpt, and all those weapons, and I'd like to keep it at $35 or below. Let's not get greedy, Hasbro, please. Let us have our perfect Shadow Tracker. What do you want on your tombstone? Death, bullets, and some arugula, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tombstone. Now, from what I understand, he's kind of a major blood type character. He's a brilliant battlefield tactician who digs himself some psychological warfare. And just look at him. Look at the crazy face, the crazy eyes, or eye, as it were. You need this guy to lead your troops. There's only one major blood, and hey, if you're following the retaliation timeline, he ain't around no more. So, Tombstone, definitely gonna need to throw this guy on my shelves, and possibly my pizza. That tastes weird, though. And last, but certainly not least, we have 3 members of the same family, and if we've learned nothing else from the great Vin Diesel, it is this: family sells. We have Barrel Roll, Blackout, and Bomb Strike. The Stahl family, yes, friends. First, we're going to talk about Barrel Roll, who flies around in his fixed-wing glider, who's a part of the Joe team, who comes in, snipes him, shoots him, hates missing, and his name? Dwight Stahl. Wonder how much of that was a coincidence. Who knows how long the man's been there? Probably a lot of people. I don't. But anyway, next, we've got Blackout. Blackout works for Cobra. He's a terrible dude. He's a sniper. He never understood his brother and sister while they were hanging out with all the other kids. He was out there shooting squirrels with his BB gun. Yeah, probably where he learned to cook, too. But Blackout, bad dude. Doesn't like his family. On Cobra. Next we have Bomb Strike. Bomb Strike doesn't like to lose, but she's a gracious loser on the soccer field. She does, however, call in airstrikes, and she calls in beautifully precise airstrikes. Probably from time to time sending her brother Barrel Roll in to perform them, because hey, again, fixed-wing glider guy. He's not doing that from the ground. But yeah, I think bringing in this family to GI Joe Classified would be incredibly cool, and it would add a whole other dimension to the team for those of us who maybe get sick of that whole ninja dimension that, well, that's really pervasive and that happens a lot, which is pretty much what pervasive means. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was my top 10 post-A-Real American Hero characters I'd like to see in GI Joe Classified. Comment below with your list, and hey, let me know what you think of my list. Are you interested in any of these figures? Because I think we've got some heavy hitters here. As always, I'll be leaving links to all kinds of things GI Joe in the video description, as well as today's surprise ridiculous thingy, which when I found it, it made me chuckle. So if you're looking to shop on Amazon, click any of those links. You can either buy what you link to, or just stay on Amazon, find what you're after, and hey, you buy anything on there, that helps out the channel. I really appreciate it, just as I appreciate the fact that you stuck through and watched this video all the way to the end. So, words are difficult sometimes, and I just proved that. Yeah. With that, have fun, and happy snapping. See ya.